I have missed 2 days. I'm so sorry. It's mostly not my fault. Wednesday, I was ill. I didn't come into work. I should have tweeted about that. Yesterday, I was here literally 2 minutes before I was supposed to go on for the blues break. The power went out in the station. And then I just had to leave. I felt empty inside. I'm going to talk a little bit about everything that I just told you in this story that I'm going to tell you today. To hopefully, tie up some loose ends, repair our love, our torn friendship. Is it torn? I don't know if that was the right word to pick there. Doesn't really work. It's new. Nobody's really said that. I have 19 seconds. Nobody's really said that before. But it's kind of odd, I think, to use a word like that for a context such as that. I'm going to get into the blues break. I'll be right back. Ruthie Foster and Magic Sam for the blues break this morning. Listen, I'm so sorry. I feel deprived. I needed that to happen because yesterday, if you were tuned in, you probably noticed how we were about 3/4 of the way through the blues break, and then suddenly everything turned off. The power went off here in the station. I felt empty inside because you can't not complete it. It's just you feel empty. That's what happens. Before that Wednesday, I was ill and didn't come in to work. Well, ill was part of it. I'll get into that. But I got to tell you, now that I'm hearing a full blues break again, I have not been this moved since the police woke me up and escorted me out of the basement I'd been living in. You know what I mean? I remember just how confused and offended I was. Sure, it wasn't my basement, it was my ex-girlfriend's, and sure, she didn't know I was in there, but Mary Magdalene didn't know if Jesus was still in the tomb on the Sabbath, and when she got back on Sunday, he wasn't. I have a story I want to share with you today. First off, again, I want to apologize for not being here Wednesday and for also, the power going out. That was kind of out of my hands yesterday. But Wednesday, I was gone. But it did sound like Jackson did a fantastic job of explaining why, crime fighting and all. So thank you, Jackson, for that. But there were a couple discrepancies in the story that Jackson told. So I'd like to take some time to clear that up now, if that'd be okay. Now, Jackson said I was a Power Ranger. Close. Okay, I'm actually a member of the Power Exchangers, an unstoppable team of eBay merchants. We trade everything from old cars to 40-year-old McDonald's collectibles. Now, myself and the other Power Exchangers noticed some oddities in the eBay universe. They were very subtle, and we're lucky that we have the Purple Exchanger, and he has a PhD in computer science, so he tapped into the eBay's servers and detected these minute changes. Nerd. Yeah, it turns out someone had started a new shop category, and this is where it gets a bit technical. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with web vernacular, you might not be able to pick up on how to decode this title right away, so just be patient. But the category was called military-grade explosives. It turns out someone had been using that obscure category to sell explosives of military grade. Now, as the peacekeepers of eBay, we, the Power Exchangers, needed to act. See, all day, we sat and did what we did best. Bidding wars. Yeah, the Yellow Exchanger barely outbid North Korea on a hydrogen bomb. The Blue Exchanger narrowly beat out Putin for some napalm. And I managed to sneak some shoe bombs out of the clutches of Kevin Bacon. I don't know what he wanted with shoe bombs, but forget Footloose. Those things will knock your feet all the way off. We saved you all. Should be considered heroes, etc. But we wouldn't have been able to do what we did without our theme music playing in the background the whole time, and that is The Juke, my friend. It's the show that airs every Sunday right here on WMSV, 6 p.m. to midnight. Blues music, blues that will help you save the world and also help you get arrested when the U.S. Postal Service sees all the bombs coming to your house. Cold War Kids, up next. I got Love is Mystical. I'm Brock St. Clair. It's WMSV. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Gonna get back into it. Good to go. I'll be back here next week. Unfortunately, after next week, it'll be summer and I won't have my job here, but other stuff will be on the channel. We'll get into that. We have a whole week before that happens. Anyway, this is a 5-minute video. Wowza. Thanks for coming. Go ahead. I don't know what you're waiting for. You leave. It's getting a little rude. Just still hanging around. I don't understand. What?